Scene/Chapter 16. The Appraisal of Probabilities. One drink drowned one for inspiration. Is there shroom in that jug of beer for me? After the chat with head office, Bob gets up, stomps about the room and then grabs his phone and calls Dick to meet him and drink a lot, which Dick is more than happy to do. Dick seems to be particularly out of it in his responses, but he is able to tell Bob where he is, even though Bob knows he will be sitting in his usual place by the bar in the market. When Bob arrives, he realizes the situation. Mad Dick is tripped out on shrooms and is sitting in the outside bar like some hippie Buddha, waving at everybody who walks by, and they wave back at him as if he is on a day out from an asylum, sitting with his table strewn with bits and pieces. Bob says, "Who do you think you are, a politician?" Dick screams with laughter, jumps out of his seat and then flops back again in a typical Margaret Thatcher fall onto the bench with a leg raise and says, "Now was that question time? Everything is possible, fly me." Dick's awful Keith Richards nasal laugh makes all around them cringe as he sings "Come Fly With Me" and laughs again. As they both laugh, a jug of beer appears and Dick says, "I would like a nice pair of jugs," to the waitress, who pats him gently on the head and laughs. As she walks away, Dick says, "Can you serve them with warm buns, please?" She signs him from behind her back. He says, "Please." Dick then says, "A tender groin steak would be nice." The waitress calls back, "You will get one if you are not careful," and giggles. Bob sits in amazement at the performance with his beer poised at his lips, and then swallows a couple of big gulps and rips into what he wants to discuss as Dick plays with beer drips on the table, but he knows Dick is listening. Bob tells Dick about what he is now experiencing after he has been to the temple, the result of the helicopter flyover, and that he has turned up a load of evidence in meetings that provide all the prerequisites he needs to go and expose this auntie-ant. She appears to be the she-beast who is in control of it all, and he is now certain that what she is doing is completely out of order. However, it is so cloaked and secure he will not know in full until he arrives inside what appears to be her headquarters. The probability of her being the culprit is so high as not to be disbelieved. As he speaks, a bubble of flashes appear around Dick's head, imaging the shroom hallucinations he is experiencing. Bob says he can see what Dick is seeing and it is impressive. Dick denies it and says it's the beer. Bob then takes a deep breath and breathes out very long and very slowly, invoking his chi energy field bubble, and merges it with Dick's head. He first gets disoriented by the shroom effects for a while, but gets through it to contact Dick mind to mind. Dick then sits the wide-eyed and speechless, with his mouth opening and closing like a stunned goldfish in disbelief, saying "GNNGWTF GNNNG." Bob laughs and then goes on to say, "I feels it all." Man smiles and then goes on to say he can't move because the facts are all statistical high probability. No real hard facts, just loads of circumstantial evidence, like some legal movie needing a conclusion, like A Few Good Men, with the culprit making a pompous mistake at the end. Dick says emotionally, "Oh Bob, you are doubting by letting facts hold you back. Let me and the lady boys be the few good men to protect you by being your emotion," adding that awful laugh as he says "few good men." Bob laughs and Dick says he has never been more serious. Dick fills up their beers and they sit back and enjoy and laugh together.